everybody, Yarn Fairy here with another Floss Tube. Yeah. Subscribe and tell all your friends. I can't remember. Hit the subscribe with the bell. Oh, yeah. If you want to get notices, you have to hit the bell. That's what it is. I'll get it sooner or later. Maybe, maybe not. Okay. I told y'all, I warned you, that I was going to do another quick one as soon as I found Souis. Drum roll, please. Found Souis. I'm so excited. I found it hanging out in the bottom of this, which I had put the silk box on top of. And so you didn't even know that there was anything there. And what is this? Since my lap frame is empty, I wanted to try to do this one. The Pillow Dreamland. It's put out by a Realist. I'm not sure how to say that. And I just love it. It's definitely a fall pillow. It's got 4 different sides with little houses and trees on each side. So it reminds me a lot of Carolyn Manning. I can't wait until she gets done with the sows this year so that she can go to next year, because this year it was like the temperature sow, and it was whatever temperature it was at your house that day, and you fill out a little tiny square. And I'm not so interested in that. I like the mandala shape with all the different houses in the square. You wonder why I'm doing this, right? Wonder no more. Okay, so I told y'all I was making the Halloween kit, which is full of beautiful bamboo in awesome colors of fall, and cotton in awesome colors of fall, and silk in, guess what, awesome colors of fall. While supplies last, I have these nifty little tiny, let's see if I can get them all flat for you to see, charms. There's a haunted house with little ghosts coming out of it, a scary pumpkin, a black cat, and a witch on her broomstick. A really cute witch. So, those are going out free, and the only way to get the kit is if you PM me at yarnfairy1@gmail.com, because unfortunately I can't change the website because there's an issue with the person who makes it, Blogger. They can't seem to go from HTML to compose without losing all the HTML and your buttons. And that page, the cross stitch page, is loaded with stuff. And I just keep making more. These are available. These are one full skein of the Silk 8 ply. This one I still haven't even taken a picture of. It's got 3 different kinds of navies in it. One is space. Wow, the lighting in here is really bad. See how dark purple it is? It's beautiful. It's a dark purple blue. This one is indigo. Gorgeous. And then there's navy. Oops, I think that, okay, here's navy. It's beautiful. I just love them. No name. Yep, I think I did this a week ago and I forgot all about it. Bad girl. Purple. We're going to call that purple. And then this is purple black. Let's see if that helps. Oh yeah. That's purple black. I have 2 skeins of that, and this one is just navy. If you want any of those, holler. I will give you guys a discount, a special discount. The only way to purchase this is to yarnfairy1@gmail.com. Message me with order in the subject and say that you want one of the silks. These normally sell for $29. I will give it to you for $25 and shipping to wherever you are. Good deal. Okay. Souis. This is my 5th ever finish. Ta-da! I found it. I love this one. I love Long Dog because you just sit there and you stitch with the same color forever. And you don't have to spend all the time thinking about what color am I going to do next and pulling that color and then losing that color and having to go and buy another one. Yeah, not fun. So this one, she's got the most amazing stuff. She's very into detailing. So you can see there's little tiny flowers and the elk, and there's somebody on top of the elk, and birds, and there's a guy fishing, and he's only got one eye, so I think of him as like a alien. And of course, over the pond, you've got a duck and cattails and butterflies and dragonflies. And the fox. And so detailed. And the house and the two-tone bird, and is that a bee's nest? No, it's a tree. And the shepherd. Another house. Gee, it's been so long I've forgotten what's on here. It's kind of cool to go over it. And I drank too much coffee. I'm shaking too much. Isn't he cute? Those are his antlers, and there's somebody sitting on his antlers, like a bird or something. I think it's a bird. Yeah, and I started it in 2019, and there's another two-tone. I love these designs. They're, you know, she either, you know, puts lots of stuff in or gives you space, which allows for the fabric to show through, which for me, obviously a dyer, is really fun because I've come up with this new thing called intentional painting, where you take the pattern and you cut it where the pattern cuts itself. So like if I was to paint this one intentionally, which is what I call it, I would probably, you know, paint this area and this area different colors. All of these would be different colors, so at least 5, and then the outside would get 1. I find that helps me in the stitching process because I'm looking forward to getting to the next color on the fabric, which is what happened here. My 6th ever finish, can you believe it? I've got 2 for you this time, is indeed another Long Dog, and it's intentionally painted. I wanted the mammals, can that stay on my head? in green, and the landmass to be in green, and I wanted the water animals to be in this turquoise color. Everybody else was in sky. I thought that was kind of cool. And this one's amazing. This is Anzak by Long Dog Samplers, and this is my intentional Anzak fabric with navy silk. You got koalas. The first thing I started was this little cute gecko thing. I loved it, and so I put little beads on it. I'm thinking of putting tiny, like 11s for the eyes on the koalas, and then like a larger bead, like a 6 sideways for their nose, because they have that big nose. I don't know. There's a mouse and some freaky thing. Boxing kangaroos. Where do you see stuff like that with a bat flying behind them? Not only does she have Australia, but she has Tasmania. Couldn't figure out what that was until I asked a bunch of people. Help me, tell me what this is. Some kind of marsupial upside down dude. What's that, a possum? Or some kind of sloth? I don't know. Cockatoo? These are all things from Australia, so it's got to be something that's in Australia. And then I thought this was so cool. She's got a lighthouse with this lace. You see the lace? She put lace into cross stitch. It's just amazing to me. Got our armadillo. And everybody's got patterning, which I find really fun. And let's see. This guy was scary. I don't like spiders, but I like this one. I enjoyed making him, which I found very odd too. And then we have boats and a seahorse and whales and an alligator. And then she gets even funner. She's got a flamingo with a millipede in his mouth, with a sheep standing on his back, and then birds in the air with bird's eating fish, okay? So then the bird eats the fish, and then the alligator eats the bird. It just takes a sense of humor, you know? And here's another alligator who wants to eat the bigger bird, who's eating some sort of frog. So, yeah, great sense of humor here. Yertle the turtle is down here. And dun 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 dun, Jaws is in the waves with his big tail. I just love it. There's another fish and bird. And the kiwi has a flower patterned into him. Isn't he cute? And then I messed up. Long Dog is so forgiving. You have all these motifs and then you mess it up. So, you know, for me, I don't like ripping, so I'll do anything to avoid it. Anything. So I fudge it and I can mostly get what I need done. This time I didn't. There was another motif in here and I couldn't fit it in here. This tall guy was in between these two. Instead, I gave the kiwi something to eat because everybody's getting their snacks and lunch and stuff, so cheated. Mama platypus. I don't know what that says. Teora? I don't know what that means. And baby. That's kind of cool. And my initials are so wide. W and M are like the widest letters in every alphabet. And so normally they don't fit. So that's why they're pushed together. WMCD is what I'd rather write, or even my whole full name with the year, but didn't work. I should be signing these things and dating them. I really should. Everybody, you really should. Because you're not going to remember. I won't remember. That's for sure. Little fishes. I loved the little fishes. And another boat. And a wombat-y looking thing. I don't know what these things are, some of them. And then the sheep king with his flock. His herd. There's another flamingo. What was I going to show you? Oh, yeah, the alien dude. I probably already showed you guys this. There's an alien dude. And now I'm upside down and I can't see him, which is why I was never a good reader in public for children. Okay, here we go. Here's the alien dude, and he's got two machine gun looking AK-47 things, and the rabbit. The gun-toting rabbit's on top of him. How fun is that? I just love all this stuff. And then I have no idea what that is. If anybody knows what that is, please comment. It's got the window of a house. And it kind of looks like Ghostbusters or some kind of cartoony ghost because it's like an eye and a mouth. I have no idea what this is. This looks like a cliff, so I don't know. And then this looks like a fishtail. I don't know. Anybody got any ideas? Yeah. Oh, and here's another millipede. These little tiny things just sitting in there, and the birds got him. I just love it. I just love it. And it was great because mostly the land was where I needed it, and the water was where I needed that. Somehow when I got this pattern, I thought there were two guys standing on a canoe. That's the other thing. I don't know what this is. This big, long, tribal looking. I don't know what that is. And it's on the water, but I don't know what it is. And the birds, I think I saw the birds and I thought they were people, you know? So I thought it was a boat. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. I still have Pandemic. Wait, oh, I took Pandemic down. Did I tell you? But I pulled out. Okay, so this is my Princess Elena. I still have not made one stitch. Not one. Bad. So I pulled this down, and then I put it away, because I don't know why. Because I really want to start Princess Elena, but I think I have a problem with that chair. It doesn't look comfortable, right? I put 2 pillows on it, and I pull my computer over there so I can watch TV, so it's the same as my setup on the bed, but for some reason it's just not good. Anyway, so this is Pilgrim's Progress by Long Dog, and it's just gorgeous. Since then, since I started this, I've intentionally painted a pilgrim. It's really pretty. And this is my 1-ply silk, which comes out really thick and full on the 14 count Ada. I just love this one. I love all of her stuff, so I know I'm going to enjoy this. But again, humongous. And then Pandemic is even bigger on 14 count. And again, intentional painting. So, yeah, like 36 inches or 32 or something like this. I'm gonna what? Okay, so what I'm thinking about doing is sewing all these pieces together in a pieced way, you know, for quilting. Kevin, hand me one of those pillows, please. That blue one's fine. I'm sure you know what this is. Piecing. So I would, you know, this is all little bits of fabric that have been sewn together. So that's, you know, big pieces of fabric with, you know, like pieces of fabric in between, like maybe patterned pieces, like you know, 4-patch and stuff in between the pieces of cross stitch, framing the cross stitch and then putting them together. You know, you put cross stitch on a bed with dogs and cats. I could see all the silk just getting cut with the cat's claws as they do endos and worldwide wrestling mania. And might have to wait a few more years. The dogs are getting really old, but one of them sits there and digs a bed, you know, in my bed. So, yeah, I might have to have another quilt that I use to throw over it. I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work. Did I tell you guys about this? So I had this idea. I saw somebody had a fire in their house because of the mag light not being covered. So I make covers for all mag lights. You can see another one back there, right there. That's covered. And then there's another one right about there that doesn't have a cover on it. Oh no. Okay, so here's its cover. So I got to thinking, I should make covers for you guys. Doesn't take very long, doesn't take much fabric. So if anybody wants a cover for their light, holler. I will be happy to make one for you because I have this thing where I want to cover everybody to make sure nobody else goes on fire. And what was I watching? I was watching something. I can't remember. It was somebody doing some kind of needlecraft handwork. And they said the #1 snack for us crazy people is Cheetos. And you know how much a mess Cheetos makes on your hands. So every time I've eaten them, I've had to stop and wash my hands. You don't have to do that anymore. So she showed me how either chopsticks or sugar tongs keep your hands clean. Tip du jour. Okay, that's enough. I'm done. And I'm turning around. I hope you guys enjoy your stitching. Bye.